Well, hey there, and welcome to Unmistakably You. I'm Amy. It is a beautiful, hot Wednesday evening, and I am back with you live again for another topic that hopefully is helpful to you, particularly if you are newly married. If you got married this past season or are getting married in the very near future, first of all, big, huge congratulations. And secondly, you may or may not have thought about thank you cards, which some might say are an old fashioned thing, but I'm here to talk tonight really quickly about why I think thank you cards are super important and how to write them. So, if you've been married, if you've had a wedding shower or a bachelorette party, or perhaps your wedding is coming up and you're starting to receive some gifts, perhaps from people who aren't able to make it to the wedding, now is the time to be thinking about your thank you cards. And the reason for that is because we all know that procrastination is not our friend. So you want to ideally try and keep on top of showing your appreciation for gifts and also for services in the most timely fashion that you can. So making sure that you're expressing your kindness and appreciation for what people have shown you or given you is important. It's, in this digital age, it's really easy to type out a quick text or shoot a quick email. But I really think that, particularly with a life event that has the weight and the impact of a marriage, I really think that it's important to give equal importance to expressing your appreciation to those people who helped you to get to where you are, helped to make your day what it was, and who contributed something to get you started on this next chapter of your life. And it's really easy in a busy world when everything moves really fast paced and everything seems to be just racing at all times. It's easy to say, oh, that's not important. They know I appreciate it. But I think that it is an important tradition that really should stand the test of time, hopefully, because it's just a way for you to really show someone that you care, as opposed to just sloughing it off and saying, oh, they know. So I think that, at the risk of sounding old fashioned, handwritten thank you cards that are actually handwritten, that express your true gratitude and that are personal and sincere, are definitely something that you're going to want to try to find time to do, either amidst your wedding planning if you're getting gifts prior, or right after your wedding is over, to say thank you for the gifts that you received at the wedding. So we're going to talk about who, when, and how. And first of all, who should get a thank you card? I mean, I'm a fan of anybody that you feel gratitude towards, but definitely I would say that your vendors, your people who've given you gifts, your wedding party, and your family should be top of your list for who to give cards to. And when to give them. Vendors, I mean, I often receive a thank you card on the day, which is very, very much appreciated. It's certainly easy when you're seeing that vendor face to face to give a thank you card, but it doesn't allow you to really give a specific example of a way that that vendor helped to make your day special, or to give something really particular to the service that they provided. So if you're writing vendor thank you cards, maybe within a couple of weeks might be an appropriate time to do that. People who've given gifts, generally speaking, as the gifts come in, if you are receiving gifts in advance of the wedding, or if you've had a wedding shower, try to get on that as soon as possible, because things can really pile up. And in, again, this busy day and age, it can be easy to just put it off and put it off. Now, if you have put it off, maybe it's been a little while since your wedding, good news. Dear Abby would say that traditional etiquette dictates you have up to a year from the wedding to write a thank you card. So you can certainly still do that. Hopefully, when you opened gifts or envelopes, you had someone keeping track of what came from whom, so that you can appropriately thank them specifically. And your wedding party and your family, they may get a little bit more than just a short thank you card. You may be inclined to express your gratitude to them through more of a letter style, just because they've been there presumably along the way in a larger capacity than your guests have been. They've been there to support you, sometimes from birth, and to get you to where you are. So you may want to express that to a wedding party or to family members in a longer format, certainly closer to the wedding. Don't wait a year to thank your maid of honor. Don't wait a year to express your gratitude to your dad. And sometimes actually those letters can be something that you write and give on the day of the wedding, if that's appropriate. Your family, your friends. If you give your dad a really heartfelt letter moments before you walk down the aisle, he might turn into a puddle of goo. Who knows? So you have to gauge when and where you're going to give those letters. But for family and wedding party, I would definitely say err on the side of a longer expression of your feelings and try and get it to them within hopefully a week, maybe 2 of the wedding. Now, when it comes to how to give thank you cards, Amanda has joined us and is asking how to make printed thank you cards. And so there are definitely lots of ways that you can do that. If you have a stationer that you worked with for your invitations, they can often help you out if you're looking to have a personalized card made with, say, a wedding picture of you. You can also certainly easily do that through a lot of sites like, let's say, Vistaprint online or Minted, where they have templates that you can pop your pictures into. There are also services like Greenvelope or Paperless Post, where you can kind of like send it's almost like a letter that has a fake envelope. It's digital and it opens up. So I know I said the digital age makes things too easy to gloss over, but in that case where you're actually sending something personalized through Paperless Post, it is saving on postage and all of the waste of the paper and that kind of thing. So those are some options for actually printing out your thank you cards. And I would really advise you, when you're printing them, not to print a standard sort of template message in them. I would really say that it's important that you handwrite your cards and that you write something that's really specific and personal to each of the people that you're writing to. Don't write a canned message. Mention specific things that you appreciated, moments that you shared, specific gifts that you were given, or how you'll use a monetary gift. If you are stuck for ideas, we're happy to help, as always. We actually have a template shop over on our website. So if you want to pop over there, the address just popped up along the bottom of the screen there. Pop over to unmistakablyou.com/template-shop. And there are a ton of templates there. They're available for a very small fee. And the thank you card one actually has some verbiage that you might want to use, some phrases that you might want to include, personalized, of course. And it also has just kind of what I call a thank you card formula. So it will tell you exactly the pieces that you'll want to write and how to put them together. Regardless of how you choose to approach it, I really do think that writing personal thank you cards is important. Hopefully it won't be something that you decide you don't have time to do, because I know that it means an awful lot from a vendor standpoint, as well as from a family standpoint, as well as from a guest standpoint. I've been all 3 of those things at different weddings, and it does mean a lot when someone takes the time out of their busy schedule to really, truly show their appreciation for something that I've done. So as always, we're here Wednesdays, usually at 8. I'm a little early today, but if you're catching us on the replay, don't hesitate to pop a comment in. We'll still check those out and respond if you have a question, or you can always reach out, amy@unmistakablyou.com, if you have a question or a topic you'd like me to chat about. Until next time, happy planning.